Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
So just go.
5 teams have weaved their magic,
Entree, you serve.
presenting their favourite dishes for judging.
It's exactly what we want. Winning.
And Melbourne twins, Helena and Vicky, stole the show.
That's the highest score in My Kitchen Rules history.
But in their first appearance, the ACT couldn't pull a trick.
My score tonight is a 1.
With only one instant restaurant to go, will it be curtains for Andrew and Amelia, currently sitting on the bottom of the leaderboard?
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew and Amelia, but you're going home.
Tonight, Group 1 roars to a finale.
I'm starting to think these girls are going to get the highest score ever.
Chloe and Kelly
Oh, that looks amazing.
are putting on the Ritz.
Look at us, something fancy. Can they really cook? Yeah, that's the question.
Will the girls have all the right moves for success?
Do you think Helena and Vicky could pull this off?
I don't think so.
Can they top their arch rivals? Or will they be packing their bags for the final time?
It was nearly inedible.
This ship is definitely sinking.
And at the end of the night,
I can't believe how close it is.
one team will be eliminated.
Unfortunately, you got the lowest score of the group.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life. I got a feeling.
We're in Perth, Western Australia, and the teams are about to dine at the final instant restaurant of Group 1. Best friends, Chloe and Kelly.
Good day. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be doing this with Chloe. We're going to smash it.
The truffled eggs sounded amazing. I love truffles with eggs. It goes well.
I need egg yolks before I can start the day.
Breakfast, yeah.
I want to take out the record, you know. I want to take out Helena and Vicky and beat their score.
I just want 10s. I want 10, 10, 10, 10, 10s. That would be perfect.
I think we've got what it takes to knock the girls off the top of the leaderboard.
This could be one of the best days of our lives.
I know, it's going to be the best days. I'm Chloe. I'm from Perth, Western Australia.
I'm Kelly, and I'm also from Perth, Western Australia.
I want to get something really bright that just absolutely stands out.
We are best friends.
That would look absolutely amazing in New York.
When Chloe and I first met, we didn't like each other at all.
I thought she was a skank.
And I thought she was a stuck-up gal. We work in the oil and gas industry, and we work for the perfect Perth lifestyle. Troubles! Oh, wow. I've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Doing really well, actually.
I'm still hurt.
What sets us apart is we're hot. Caviar as well, if we want to do something with that. We're all about entertaining. We like to put on a show for our friends.
We love the finer things in life. Your truffle oils, your triple cream bries.
Nothing but the best for us.
I've been to over 42 countries and loads of Michelin star restaurants. We can take that and put that on a plate and...
It's not on a plate.
I'm straight.
We've got 6 hours till our guests arrive and we've got so much to do. We're coming at this with a lot of confidence. We know we have what it takes to do really, really well.
We need to be hurrying. I know we've had breakfast now, but now it's time to get serious.
Our first stop for shopping is Gourmet Deli.
We need cheese for our entree first.
This is one of our favourite delis and they've got the freshest West Australian produce. Like the cheeses in there are just incredible.
Premium team, premium ingredients. Here we go, Margaret River. Do you want brie or camembert?
Brie, please. We're serving a full cheese platter to cheese experts.
Yeah.
I don't feel the pressure. For entree, we're making trio of cheese.
It's the last instant restaurant of this round, so the girls have got a lot of pressure. A trio of cheese for entree. The biggest challenge when you're doing a trio of anything is you need to make sure that each of those elements is perfect.
Let's take an aisle at a time.
No, we need to finish the cheese first.
Our trio of cheese is 3 little canapes of different cheeses. There are a lot of elements on that plate. Buffalo mozzarella?
For the entree as well.
Yeah.
The girls know what they're talking about with food. They've made that quite clear through every instant restaurant. I'm starting to think that maybe these girls are going to get the highest score in MKR ever.
All right, so we need to go get these wabbits.
Wabbit.
I want to aim to, excel at this. I want a 10 out of 10 dish. From each judge. So that would mean 2 10s minimum. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's what's going to happen.
Sorry, Andrew and Amelia, but you're going home.
Everyone's expecting Chloe and Kelly to knock it out of the park tonight. We're hoping there's still a chance for us here. They can talk the talk, but can they cook? That's my big question.
We're stuffed.
Door. We run into the butcher.
And he's got rabbits.
That's how you like salad?
Oh, beautiful. Is that deboned?
No, it's got bones in it. Do you need
Okay,
the
yeah, because we want to
bones
roll it.
Yeah.
If we could, that'd be awesome.
We've asked the butcher to debone the rabbit, so we don't have to waste time later.
I've never deboned a rabbit, to be honest.
No.
For main, we're making peasants paella with rabbit and snails.
I'm really looking forward to this main course. It's a really traditional Spanish paella, but serving it with rabbit and snails. Rabbit doesn't have a great reputation here in Australia, and snails, not a lot of people enjoy it. I think it's really risky.
It is my dish, and I'm excited. It's a beautiful dish. It's got colours, and then there's little rabbits and snails in it. I'm excited about this dish. I've cooked rabbit a lot of times, especially over in the UK. It's eaten a lot more often.
Most people are a bit closed-minded when it comes to stuff like this.
Well, they should be in the competition then.
There you go, ladies.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Yeah, Team WA.
Kelly's travelled to like 100 countries, so they're obviously going to try and impress us and do all these cool things and have stuff sticking out of our plates. But can they really cook? Yeah, that's the question.
Hang on, Silva.
Get your fat ass off.
You need limes.
Now we need lots of lime.
Yeah.
Because we need to make this curd with a lot of kick.
We need loads and loads of lime.
For dessert, we're making millefeuille with passion fruit custard and lime tequila curd.
A millefeuille is a fancy word for 1,000 leaves, which is basically made of puff pastry. It's a very traditional French dessert, but using tequila is a little strange. It's not something that you would usually see in a dessert.
The dessert is quite technical. They've got to make their own pastry, their own custard, and their curd. This is going to take a lot of time.
Now, all we really need is puff pastry for dessert.
Puff pastry, and I would love to make my own, but we don't have enough time. So we're going to buy it. Any other pastry we could knock out in our time that we had?
Definitely any other pastry.
Puff pastry, you can't risk that. So I'm making the call, we're buying it. Store-bought it is.
Plain flour, we don't want self-raising. All right, we're done.
These girls have been smashing the others in terms of critiques. I think it's a level of arrogance. I'm expecting those girls to back up what they've been talking about.
We need to have like a pump-up song beforehand tonight. We'll be riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. I'll pick you up.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, rabbit.
We're smashing time right now. The first thing we need to do is start setting up our instant restaurant.
Ooh, exciting. Come on.
The theme for our instant restaurant is Gatsby inspired.
We need to... The word nouveau means take something, a classic, and bringing them up to the 2014. I really want people to just get here and be blown away and just like, the most awesomest instant restaurant ever.
I just want people to think it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you.
Aw, thank you, Petal.
I love this stuff. This is my thing.
Beautiful table, beautiful food. It's just going to be a huge success. Oh, it looks amazing. It's just absolutely stunning. I love it.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Kitchen time. Oh, my God. 3 hours till everyone gets here. Right. I can't believe we finally got our aprons. I'm so excited. This would have to be one of the biggest days of our lives. Like, seriously, this is epic. Let's absolutely rock this.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. First, I need to get the stock on for our paella.
Oh, watch where you're throwing that thing.
It's all right, I'm an expert.
Little bunnies, die.
Let's get some sugar in here for some caramelization. I'm going to use the stock as the basis for our paella so that rice can absorb all that flavour that I've got into the stock. This rabbit stock is amazing. All right, this is ready. The flavours are awesome and it's going to blow the judges' minds. Time to get this on.
Okay, I'm starting with the lime and tequila curd for dessert. Kelly calls me the dessert queen. Yeah, I like to cook desserts. It's all about getting the balance of the sweetness, the punch of the lime, and the kick of the tequila. Nummy, nummy. I don't want to put too much tequila into the curd. I don't want to take away all that beautiful lime flavour.
Just quietly, I think more tequila.
Woo!
Oh my God, Chloe. It's nearly 2 hours till I get to arrive.
Oh my goodness. To cut through the acidity of the tequila and lime curd, I'm making a really nice creamy passion fruit custard. You don't want to boil the cream, but you need to get it hot enough that it dissolves the sugar.
Chloe has made it clear to us that she is the dessert queen and she knows it all. So tonight I'm a little intimidated by how their dessert will come out.
So let's hope Manu loves it.
Let's hope, hey? Yeah.
Yummy. All smooth sailing on dessert.
I'm going to make sure these ricotta fritters don't have too much liquid in them. Our tray of cheese is 3 little canapes of different cheeses, and it's complicated. First thing I'm going to do is get onto the mixture for the ricotta fritters. So we've got to make sure it's got lots of flavour. I'm adding Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, And just a little bit of flour. You don't want to taste loads of flour. You want to keep the flour as minimum as possible. But in saying that, we need flour in there to help bind it so that we can actually cook it and it stays as a piece. I cook these for my friend's 3-year-old all the time. She absolutely loves them. So hopefully, you know, the rest of the table like it. There's a few 3-year-olds there. I think our technical ability is higher than a lot of the teams. So, Chloe, are you good with those lemons?
Yes.
Our entree has a lot of elements to it.
It's like 3 entrees in one.
I love your lemons. They're looking really good.
Love my lemons.
Yeah.
One of the trio of cheeses is a baked lemon ring mozzarella.
They can look beautiful when they're stuffed. An hour and 6 minutes till the guests arrive. This is getting real. Okay, I'm going to go on to stuffing these rabbits for the paella. I've got my saddles. A rabbit saddle is essentially the back of the rabbit. If you're going to ride it, that's where you'd sit. Oh no, this has still got some bones in it. Serious?
Are they difficult to get out?
They're not easy to get out, put it that way. They're not edible bones. I don't have time for this, seriously. Oh my goodness.
We've got so much to do before our guests arrive, Kel.
Ugh, seriously, these rabbits are driving me insane. Getting these bones out is taking forever. Oh my gosh, Chloe. More bones.
I don't want to do it anymore.
I want to do my hair and makeup all pretty, but I don't think we're going to have time.
We need to hurry up. 30 minutes, Kel.
Oh my God, okay, all right.
Right. I'm starting to freak out.
These rabbits are now boneless.
Right. We've got so much still left to do. We need to smash it. We still have 3 salsas to make. The rock melon for the brie. Ugh, anchovies. A tomato and anchovy for the baked lemon mozzarella. Look at that beautiful buffalo mozzarella. Oh, this is so creamy.
This is stunning.
And a tomato and olive for the ricotta fritter.
I need a little lemon.
Got so many components on this entree. I know. They better freaking like it.
They better. It better be 10s. 10s. For amazing effort.
Salsa's done.
Where the hell has this time gone? We need to go get changed. This is the last instant restaurant, you know.
I know. It's going to be quite a special night, I think. We may not make it, so who knows?
Fingers crossed that we're still in the competition. We really want to be in the competition.
Wow. Look at the car. It's got to be 20s. That's amazing.
They've gone all out.
Chloe and Kelly have been complaining about some of the simple food dished up in the competition, so I'm expecting some quite complex food tonight.
Let's hope the girls can pull off this instant restaurant and hope they can actually cook.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever got so ready. Oh my God, are you serious? We did take way too long. Oh my God, they're gonna be here. Okay, breathe. Oh my God, I think I'm pretty sick.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Coming up.
These are the girls.
Cheers. Will the last instant restaurant be glitz or sham?
These fritters are high maintenance.
And later,
Unfortunately, you are eliminated from the competition.
who will be the first team going home?
Oh my God. Okay, let's go welcome them. This is our big night. This is real. Let's do it.
Look at the girls and they look quite calm. At this stage, they look like they've got everything under control.
Oh, I love that dress. That's gorgeous.
They look quite positive. Like, I didn't think they wanted to show us how they're actually feeling.
How good does everyone look? Wow. Let's do this. Come on.
Let's show them where they'll be eating tonight. We're pretty proud of that.
Wow, look at the pool.
Look at the pool.
Palm trees.
look at the
So
chair.
WA.
And the couch and the gramophone.
Oh, wow, that looks amazing.
The way they'd set up their instant restaurant was just really classy. They've done a fantastic job.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. Well, I feel like I'm off to the Titanic. The Titanic hit this big iceberg and kind of went down. It wasn't a good night. So let's hope that happens tonight.
We'd like to welcome you to our instant restaurant, Nouveau. We want to take old things and, jazz them up and make them amazing for you.
Give them a bit of modern spunk.
Yeah.
Maybe the girls could take Naughty Nana, take something old and give her a twist, and I might come out looking better.
No, I think you're too old for that.
Thank you. Have fun.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Yeah.
We feel like we've stepped into a 5-star restaurant.
Very much so.
Hopefully we get some 5-star food.
These are the girls.
Cheers. It's a Nouveau, my last instant restaurant.
Wow.
Wow.
How amazing did everybody look?
I know. And did you see their faces? I think they were just like blown away by our beautiful table.
I hope so.
I'm feeling really good. Everyone's blown away by our instant restaurant. Now it's time to blow them away with our entree. I season my panko crumbs, ready to coat our brie for the entree in. This trio of cheese is a great entree. It's quite complex. There's so many elements and so many layers of flavours. We really need to crack on. We've taken the best from different countries and sort of put them together.
Let's hope it works.
Yeah. We know we can cook amazingly, and our aim is to deliver a dish that's more technical than any other in this competition so far. Deb and Rick's entree to me was inedible. It was nasty. How someone can get that so wrong? Just
such beautiful ingredients.
I know, that's right.
Oh, these are a little bit odd-shaped.
They need to be flat on the bottom so that it doesn't run out.
Yeah. With the lemon mozzarella rings,
I'm worried, Chloe, that when we go to pick these up, it's just going to all fall out the bottom.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm concerned that when we bake it, it's just going to ooze all the way out of the lemon rings, and it's just going to go everywhere, and we're going to lose the mozzarella.
Do you know what? I feel so much more comfortable if we're putting it on a little thin of bread.
We don't have any bread.
We have bread. We've got Italian bread.
So we decided to get some crusty Italian loaf, season it with salt, pepper, a bit of olive oil, cook that in the oven. I don't want to put the mozzarella onto fresh bread. I want it to be crisp so it doesn't go soggy.
Yeah.
It's not white bread out of a plastic bag or anything. It is a nice, fresh Italian loaf.
It's not ideal, but at least we know that it'll be right rather than just having a big pile of lemon rings with nothing in them. It's still going to be an amazing dish. This looks like a simple dish, but you've got 3 different cooking techniques on there, and there's things that can definitely go wrong. Get them in, get them in.
Get them in, get them angry.
It's the last instant restaurant, and at the end of tonight, one team will be saying goodbye. There's a lot of pressure on Chloe and Kelly, and my expectations are huge. Hopefully, they can be as confident in the kitchen as they have been around the table.
Quick. I feel like a little school kid. This is exciting. Big smiles. Yeah, look amazing.
Hello, girls.
Nice to see you.
Chloe and Kelly opened the door for us and quite happy to see us. It looks like they don't really have too much of a care in the world.
Come through.
Oh, my God.
We're here to leave a mark on this competition. We're going to bring it.
Hey.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, guys. Everyone's dressed up? Fantastic, that.
The restaurant, it looks beautiful. Everybody's dressed up. I think we're going to have a good night.
Welcome, Vano and Pete, to our instant restaurant.
Nouveau. So if you would like to open your menus, they're underneath your napkins there.
For entree, we have a trio of cheese. Cheese.
Woo! Well, looking across at Jason, I think he's the happiest person around the table. Big eyes.
It's like a great white shark version, isn't it?
From Maine, we have peasant's paella with rabbit and snails.
Look at us, something fancy, rabbits and snails.
And for dessert, we're making mille-feuille with passion fruit custard and a lime tequila curd.
My heart's kind of sinking. I'm thinking, this is a really ambitious menu. We have a very small chance of actually making it through this round. We're going to get on preparing your entrees, and we'll be back soon.
Great, thank you.
The menu sounds very technical tonight, and if Chloe and Kelly can nail all 3 dishes, they could beat us tonight.
This is essentially like 3 little beautiful canapes on one plate, do you know what I mean? All right, time to start these fritters. I think, Chloe, seriously, if Vicky and Helena can get a 10 for their flavours in their entree, then we should be able to get a 10 for this dish as well if we have... Because their presentation was shocking and they still got a 10.
Yes, it's all about the flavour.
We definitely got some flavour going on in here. Woo-hoo. I want these ricotta fritters to be perfectly round and elegant. I don't want them to be sloppy. These fritters are a bit high maintenance, I must admit. They're not sticking together. There's not enough flour in them to bind them. I'm making a mess of these fritters. They're just not working. They're going all over the place. Lost the guts out of one. I'm starting to get really anxious now. Fritters are so freaking messy, man. I've absolutely made a pigsty. If I can't stop these fritters falling apart, it's going to be a duo of cheeses, not a trio.
It's getting very daunting, Carl. I'm freaking out a little bit.
These fritters are starting to really pee me off. Looking at these fritters and they're just going all over the place. So I need to start looking at some options.
Really, Devo, because they taste so amazing.
All right, give me that bowl. I look at the ones that Kel's made previously. They're not right. They're not going on the plate. So we've start all over, throw them in the bin, and we decide to make them a lot smaller. There's no room for error with this. If we're going to start again, then they have to be all spot on. We've got nothing left.
Flavour-wise, consistency-wise, we're acing it.
Oh, the fritters are going well. We're cooking them fairly easy, and I think we're back on track. I think I like the smaller shape. Good things come in small fritters.
Cheese is a pretty marvellous thing, so I'm really hoping that they can show some technique with what they're going to use that cheese for. If they don't get this cheese right, I may as well leave now, because they're not going to want to see my scores. It'll wreck my whole night for me. One thing I can't handle is people disrespecting cheese.
Girl?
I guess with a trio of cheese, they can take it anywhere that they want. It could be, you know, a little bit of like 3 little morsels of happiness. You know, we don't know what they're going to be.
I'm not sure how it'll come out, but I think it will be fancy-nancy.
I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. I don't doubt for a moment the girls are going to mess up or serve something tacky. That's not them.
If we were to get knocked off the leaderboard from any other team, we wouldn't care. It's the girls we don't want. Chloe and Kelly, we don't want them to beat us. Oh, look, I hope they don't do well, let's be totally honest. But, yeah, they may pull off this whole menu, and if they do, good on them. Let's just hope they don't beat 95.
These look great, Chloe. You've saved the day by going smaller.
Need to get this out. We're going to have some hungry guests.
Fritters are done, finally, and now we can start plating.
It might have actually been too big if we had a huge fritter on there.
I love the way these canapes look on the plate. They're delicate and sophisticated.
Each one of those cheeses is completely singing right now. You know, it's excitement on a plate.
You've got the piece of brie with the prosciutto and the rock melon salsa. We've got our ricotta fritter with the tomato and olive salsa, and then our baked lemon with the tomato salsa and anchovies.
Repeat menus. All right, it looks beautiful.
It looks pretty, and
the flavours are amazing. That's the main thing. Go.
entree is served.
Thank you.
I'm feeling really good.
Thank you.
This entree is a 2-10s dish. We're going to smash this one out of the park.
Thank you very much.
Looking at the dish, presentation looks good. It looks amazing. I can't wait to get stuck into this.
Thank you, Chloe. Sorry. I'm a little intimidated. They could beat us tonight.
I think our entree has what it takes to get these 10s. We know it's a lot better than, you know, a few people in the competition.
Chloe and Kelly, for entree, you've cooked a trio of cheese. Whenever I look at a tasting plate or a trio of things, I always think, are they good enough to stand on their own if we just had one of them on the plate? None of them tick that box for me. In a word, mediocre.
Well, we're not mediocre people. We don't have mediocre personalities.
And we don't want to serve mediocre food.
The bread that you used, did you make it?
No, we didn't.
No, store-bought bread. There's a bit of white bread under a piece of cheese, girls.
Yeah.
And very, very hard and very dry. The saving grace of that dish, though, was the mozzarella went really well with the tomato on there, and you had a little bit of anchovy flavour as well.
Quite happy right now. I feel like our boat's just... I think we should grab our life jackets right now because they're under your seat. Are they? Okay.
I think the brie was fantastic. I'm a sucker for deep fried cheese in some ways. I know it might be a bad thing, but I don't care, I love it. But mixing it with melon, no way. The ricotta cheese, there wasn't enough of it. Then you put, not a lot of tomato, but more tomato than there was cheese, so it's kind of disappeared.
Maybe this isn't going to be a stellar evening. Maybe we have a chance here.
I know there was a lot of effort that went into this dish, but it didn't do it for me, I'm sorry. I just hope that this main course can blow me away.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Well done, we made it. 95. Quite happy right now.
Wow.
No, not wow. We're not going to beat Helena and Vicky tonight. We lost that chance with the entree, but we can deliver this main and still get some good points.
It wasn't Andrew and Amelia bad.
We're amazing cooks and we need to show that.
We need to just know that this paella is just going to be off the hook. Bomb diggity. Let's get into this and just...
All right, let's do it.
Pass, all right?
Bon appetit.
I couldn't even get my knife through the piece of bread. It was so overcooked.
The flavours coming from the salsa, not the cheese, which is not what the dish is about. The ricotta cake in the middle, I loved the salsa on top, but I think it overpowered the ricotta cake and the cheese was lost. It was just an okay dish.
I thought it was pretty basic for the girls that have talked themselves up.
I'm surprised. One more mistake and it's up in the air as to who's going to have the worst score.
The entree was decent, but I think flavour was just not quite there for me. I think they've got their, work cut out for them. The paella is going to be a much more technical, much more difficult dish to pull off, so maybe we have a chance.
Maybe we have a chance.
To make this main awesome, we need to stay focused, we need to stay positive, and put in some Chloe and Kelly shine, basically.
Our paella can show the judges that our technical ability is up there.
We need to nail it, Kel.
Absolutely nail it. This is our 10 dish.
To accompany the peasant's paella, we're going to put a rabbit saddle on top.
I'm just going to put the stuffing in them all just to make sure we don't run out. We're stuffing it with the kidneys and some minced up rabbit meat, and we're rolling it up, wrapping it in yamon, and then tying at the ends with butcher string. Am I rolling them okay?
Yeah, perfect, darling. All right, I'm going to get these snails drained. So here we go. Delicious. Those bad boys.
Snails don't look that inviting, to be honest, but they do taste nice when done well.
When cooked properly.
Who do you reckon would have definitely not had snails around the table?
I don't think anyone has. I'm going to throw it out there.
I'm really worried about snails. I've never had them. It's a really risky dish because if not a lot of people enjoy eating that type of food, then you have to mark them on what gets put in front of you.
Pushing everyone out of their comfort zones, the other teams might completely balk at it.
I'm a little nervous for these snails. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to actually eat them.
So you won't try them then? You know they're not going to be garden snails, right?
We'll see how they look. I'm going to have to definitely block the nose, shove one in and then wash it down with some water. That's my plan.
I don't know how it's going to come out, whether they serve them up with still the shells or... I have absolutely no idea about snails.
If they come in the shell, don't eat the shell.
Rightio, OK.
Am I browning the saddles in the paella pan?
Yeah, give them a nice browning.
One thing you need to be careful with the saddles is overcooking them. There's not a lot of fat content in rabbits, so if they're overcooked, they're dry.
I think that's brown enough, Chloe. We don't want them to overcook because you know how tough rabbit can be.
We take the saddles, pop them in an oven tray and into the oven for about 8 minutes.
All right, let's get this paella cranky.
Paella.
Paella.
Now it's time to start making this thing. I've chucked in my tomatoes, onions and garlic and let those start to cook down until they get all mushy. Then that's going to be the basis of my paella.
If we don't do this dish the justice it needs and don't cook it well and don't have the right balance, you know, we're going home.
What do we need to make sure we balance?
The smokiness, the rabbit, the lemon, the paprika, the rosemary, the garlic, it's all got to work together.
So not much then?
Yeah, no, easy.
This is by far the most technical dish we've seen in this competition.
By far.
And if we can nail it, then...
We deserve 100.
Yeah, get lost 10s.
I don't think any of the teams around the table would be able to cook this dish.
Do you think Helena and Vicky could pull this off?
I don't think so.
I think the girls can cook, but I just don't think they have the brain capacity to think up a dish like this.
With rabbit, we used to have a pet rabbit named Morna, so all I can really think about is her at the moment. So she was so cute. We used to play with her and her big floppy ears, and she was fluffy. And yeah, it's sad that we have to eat Morna's friends. Morna's going to be talking in your dish, and these snails are going to be talking in mine.
Rabbits, they're pests. I love rabbit, so it belongs in the meal. Not sure about snails. I'm worried about the snails because we had a pet snail called Harold.
Let's get these rabbits browning in here. That's for your rabbit, isn't it?
Yeah. The timer's gone off for the 8 minutes that the saddles have been in the oven. I pull them out. It's the moment of truth. I am freaking. A bit nervous. How is it going to be?
Is that good? Oh, here we go.
Next,
Main is served. Thank you.
the pressure's on Chloe and Kelly to avoid elimination.
It's not a competition dish, so.
A bit nervous. How is it going to be? I've just taken the rabbit saddles out of the oven.
Is that good?
It's not cooked.
They're not cooked.
Most of them aren't cooked through, and people cannot have raw rabbit. I mean, that's a small one, and if that's not cooked, then we might be in a bit of trouble. If we serve raw rabbit, we are stuffed. I'm going to chuck these back in just a little bit. The pressure on getting this rabbit right, it's pretty full on.
I think we might get marked down a bit more if we serve raw saddle than...
Just nothing has gone right, has it?
Nah.
Everything rides on this dish. If this paella isn't great, there's a good chance we're going home.
All right, rice time. Oh, snails first. Chuck these bad boys in.
They just look unpleasant.
If it's been good for people of Spain for the last couple of hundred years, I'm sure our table can eat them.
So we want to do the cross across the pan.
In every Spanish paella I've ever seen made, they make a cross. So I'm just going to run with it.
We'll roll with that.
Yeah.
This is ready for some stock. This dish is going to be so amazing. It's just going to blow the judges' minds, and hopefully people are nice and open-minded and it blows their minds too.
Kel, do you really think that Andrew and Amelia are going to want us to bomb out?
At the end of the day, it's us and them now, so I'm happy to say that I'd rather them go home, and we don't, do you know what I mean?
Obviously, the score that they got that score for a reason.
Definitely.
So if you get the lowest score, then it's time to go home.
It's not going to be us because we're amazing, and, you know, we're better cooks.
Do you think girls are going to fail tonight?
I think they're going to botch the first two, and then I think they're going to have a good dessert.
We're not wishing anything bad on Chloe and Kelly, but if the dishes fail, we get to stay in the competition.
It is a very challenging dish. I mean, if they don't execute this really well, then Andrew and I do have a chance of staying in this competition. There are no other Andrew and Amelias. We're the only ones. Like, you know, we really want to stay in the competition. We want to put Canberra on the map.
Of course you do.
Like, we really, really want to. That's why we came here. And we don't want to, like, go back home with our tail between our legs and go, you know what, we tried, but we messed up. We want to show Australia that we can cook, because we can.
Oh, and we believe you can.
Finger five.
Finger five.
Yeah.
Better.
I'm taking them out. I think they're done. I need to check the rabbit again. I pull it out, I look at them. How is it going to be? Is it cooked? Beautiful.
Oh, this does look great.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
They've turned. That pinkiness has gone white. I'm happy.
Right, we're ready to go, Kel?
We've got a lot of pressure on us for this main. We're amazing cooks and we've got so many amazing dishes that we want to show everybody, and we can't go home.
We're not going home.
The rice is looking awesome.
Paella's done, saddle's done, we're ready to go.
Plating plan. We've got paella in the middle. Are they going to have trouble eating this, you reckon?
I think they are.
As we're plating up, I have a look at the legs and they're cooked well, but they're going to be really hard to eat.
I think these legs have given the paella a beautiful flavour, but to be honest, I don't want to serve rabbit on a leg where people have to gnaw at the table.
So uncouth, eating rabbit legs at the dinner table.
I'm happy with the flavours, and I'm happy that we've taken on something really challenging, do you know what I mean?
All right, let's do it. All right, you pick the two prettiest.
All right, let's go out there, and we've done our best, and let's hope for the best. All right, come on.
Oh, here we go.
Main is served.
The judges are looking forward to this dish. This is my dish. If I don't nail this, I think I'm just going to go into a ball and rock myself, like fetal position.
Thank you. I don't think they're confident with this main. I think they're actually really worried, because this will determine if they're going to beat Amelia and Andrew's score.
Manu cut his little rabbit saddle in half and tasted it, and it looked like it was easily cut. There was no dry rabbit there. It looked juicy. They don't give anything away.
It's so hard. I wish I could just read their minds.
Chloe and Kelly for a main course, peasant's paella with rabbit and snails. I was dreaming of having a mini paella pan with all the bits and pieces in there. And instead I got plated paella rice with some rabbit on top and some snails. And you know what? I loved it. Love the rabbit medallions on top. I love the saltiness of the ramen on the outside. The snails?
Yeah.
I'm gonna explode! You said what?
The flavour that you got into that dish was absolutely amazing. I thought your paella was sensational.
Oh my goodness!
It looked a little bit dry as far as a normal paella goes, but it's basically the only negative I've got of your dish. I just think, wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you very much.
All of a sudden, it's like a fire sparked back in us, and we're like, yeah!
We can do this. Pete likes our main. Woo!
Feeling pretty unsteady right now. Feeling like our place in the competition is about to be taken away.
You right? Oh, you feel better? Seriously, very proud of you.
Woo! I'm feeling awesome! Excuse me, that is the hardest dish that anybody in this competition has cooked so far, and we nailed it.
We nailed it.
Woo!
All right, let's smash this dessert.
Let's do it.
Snails are done really well.
Tastes nice. It smells so nice.
The snails are amazing. The snails have been cooked
Snails are
absolutely
yum.
beautifully, and they've taken on the flavour from that paella. So I'm really impressed by the snails.
Straight into that snail, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to crack straight into that one. Fork goes in. It goes into the mouth, and I go, There was no taste to it, and I'm actually quite glad I can eat this dish. I'm quite happy.
It's really dry. It's pretty much what I'm expecting. The rice is a little undercooked for my liking. The rabbit's really dry.
Shocking. I don't know how he's still eating it. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm not going to eat it. That's shocking. Pete and Manu may have liked it, but we're scoring 2, and it needs to please our taste buds.
Vicky, did you find it hard to dig in?
Yeah, I think this dish was shocking. I think it's the worst main course we've eaten in the competition, and I've got nothing nice to say about it.
Can you get into details?
The rabbit was dry. Snails, there wasn't much flavour there. I guess I did chuck it down with some water. I don't know, it's just a really boring dish. It's not a competition dish, so. Andrew and Amelia may still have a chance to be in this competition, looking at this dish.
Coming up, it's crunch time for Chloe and Kelly's dessert.
If this is a train wreck of a dish, then we definitely have a chance back in this competition.
And later,
Chloe and Kelly, that gives you a grand total score.
will the girls survive the first elimination?
I've stepped down. I'm sous chef now.
So if this dessert fails, it's all on me.
This is going to be even more amazing than the paella.
There's only 3 elements in the dessert. The curd is made, the custard is made. We only need to get onto the pastry. They all have to be perfect. So I'm starting to freak out a little bit. I cut my puff pastry into squares, brush the top of the pastry with an egg wash, and then into the oven until golden and puffed.
Kel, the first ones that went in are puffing up beautifully.
Oh, they look like little pillows.
I'm pretty confident, Kel. I know the flavours work, and I think everyone will like it.
These girls, in particular Chloe, have spoken about desserts with a lot of knowledge, so I'm expecting that it's going to be damn good. Lime to killer curd, which would be interesting.
I'm a big dessert person, and that looks, I think, quite sweet.
Are you expecting the girls to make their own pastry?
Yeah, I would be expecting the girls to make their own pastry.
It's a cooking competition. You've got to give it a crack.
Once you've got the pastry made, it takes a couple of minutes, every 20 minutes, to take it out of the fridge, roll it out, fold it, and put it back in the fridge.
Of course they've got to cook their own pastry. It's a cooking competition. You don't go and buy pastry.
Kel, I know we're using bought pastry, but we don't have enough time to make our own.
Well, I don't think, people would expect you to cook your own puff pastry.
I thought this was the right decision to ensure that all the other dishes had enough focus. I'm happy. Nothing's gone terribly wrong. So some of them might be a little bit too puffy.
It's going to look beautiful,
It tastes okay. We're ready to start assembling. We've got a layer of pastry on the bottom. We dust that with a bit of icing sugar. We've got the custard, the curd, another layer of pastry, some more custard, some more curd, last layer of pastry, a little bit of dust of icing sugar, and a little bit of curd. Last dish.
Let's smash it.
I think it looks pretty as a picture.
Dessert is served.
We think we've done all right with this one. I think it looks impressive.
Thank you.
The top pillows with custard.
Their dessert looks amazing. My mouth is salivating at this stage. I can't wait.
Thanks. They look like dry biscuits. They don't really look like what I expected a millefeuille to look like.
Thank you. The dish looks boring. There's no wow. Compared to ours, it's pretty basic. Do you think they made the pastry?
They would have made the pastry. Had to. You couldn't bring it out if you hadn't made the pastry.
I'm looking at menu, and he's got his spoon and he's trying to get through the pastry.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Pete's struggling with the pastry as well.
They both are. That's not a good sign.
Chloe and Kelly for dessert, a millefeuille of passion fruit custard with lime and tequila curd. The passion fruit custard, yum. The curd, yum. I love half of your dessert, but I don't like the other half of your dessert. Millefeuille is obviously layers of custards and puff pastry. The puff pastry is actually the main ingredient in a millefeuille. This is cardboard, and I don't care what excuse you've got for the puff, it's not good enough for me. It's a cooking competition, girls. If you're capable to make a custard that you made yourself, you've got a curd that you make yourself, you're capable to make your own puff pastry.
This is the one time in a competition that you basically got all the time in the world to show us what you can do. Eating your dessert, the only thing going through my head was, I bet you these girls haven't even eaten their own dessert. 2 layers of the 3 were unenjoyable. I'd go so far as to say it was nearly inedible.
Almost inedible? Are you serious? That's bad. That's really bad.
Disappointed. Tonight's been here, here, here. Thank you.
At the beginning of the night, we felt like we had no chance. But now, you know, Andrew and I could really make it to the next round.
This ship is definitely sinking.
I can't believe... Oh, no. If I could go back to the start of the day and decide whether to make my own pastry, definitely I would. But I can't.
You're right. Meow. Come on, let's hug it out.
Where's the filling? There's nothing in there. Maybe they just forgot to fill mine, I don't know.
If this is a train wreck of a dish, then we definitely have a chance back in this competition.
How embarrassing. If the girls had to eat this dish at an instant restaurant, oh my God, it would be war.
The guest teams will now critique tonight's meal and score it out of 10.
For entree, we had trio of cheese. What did you think of it?
I wasn't really wowed by it, but I liked the mozzarella. And I
That
liked...
was a standout, I thought.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it without being wowed.
I think the presentation was fantastic. It looked really good when it came out.
Yeah, I think so.
But I just don't think it had any flavour. They didn't make their own bread. They bought it and put it in, so pretty disappointed that they did that.
For Maine was the peasant paella with the rabbit and snails. First of all, we had a pet rabbit, so that was a little scary, eating a rabbit for Maine, and I didn't like it. The rice was crunchy. I didn't like it. It was not a good dish.
I didn't mind the flavour in the rice. I thought those went all right. It was the first time I had snails. There was no flavour to them.
No,
it was more
texture.
Yeah, texture thing, which was cool.
Dessert was the millefeuille with the passion fruit custard.
Well, there were only 3 elements on that dish. They did 2 of them great, but the pastry really let it down.
I was really
Disappointed with
very, very disappointed.
The girls didn't make that pastry, I was pretty shocked. I actually thought they made it, and I think it's cheating. If they want to get through now to the next stage, they should have made that pastry. They're in trouble. Pretty disappointed in that dessert.
What do you think for a score? I'm thinking 5.
Yeah.
Because that was my night, just average.
The whole evening was probably about the same as Andrew and Amelia. So for tonight, we're happy with a 5?
We are.
So we're going to give them a 5.
I think we've got to keep it fair and honest here, and with Andrew and Amelia, we gave them a 3, and they'd tried everything from scratch.
The girls had a bit more flavour in their meals, but I was very disappointed. So tonight for Chloe and Kelly's Instant Restaurant, we scored them 3 out of 10.
For Chloe and Kelly's Instant Restaurant, we give them a 3.
They didn't make their own bread for the entree and they didn't make their own pastry.
I'm going to say a 3, 1 point for each dish.
I was going to go 2, Vicky. That's fair. 1 point for entree, 1 point for dessert.
Yeah, I didn't decide.
Yeah, all right, 2 it is.
Let's go do this.
Let's find out our score.
I'm really proud of us as a team, and I think we worked well together. But I just wish we'd hit all the marks and shown our full potential. We're amazing cooks, and there is no way that we're ready to go home.
Chloe and Kelly, this is the last instant restaurant for your group. And as you know, tonight, the bottom team will be eliminated. There's never been more at stake. And for this reason, we won't be announcing the final scores here. Teams, we're all heading into the city for our first elimination.
Please, please, please be over Andrew and Amelia's score.
Now it's time to get serious.
In Perth, Chloe and Kelly began the night believing only in success ahead.
10, 10, 10s.
But after entree,
in a word, mediocre.
They lost their faith.
Wow.
No, not wow.
Redemption came with a perfect paella.
Loved it.
But they forgot the fundamentals in dessert.
I don't think people would expect you to cook your own puff pastry.
This is cardboard. It's a cooking competition, girls.
Now they're hoping it's not their last mistake in tonight's first elimination.
We turn up in central Perth and we're here to find out who's going home.
The competition is on a knife edge between Chloe and Kelly and Amelia and myself, and it could go either way.
I don't think it's going to be tight. I think we're going to go above them.
The girls have had the opportunity to shine tonight, and they've wasted their chance.
Teams, it's been a great start to the competition. Before we say goodbye to our first team, I would like to say thank you.
Chloe and Kelly, tonight, as you know, was the last supper for your group. The lowest scoring team will be eliminated. But before we reveal our final scores, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently in first place, Helena and Vicky. At the bottom of the ladder is Andrew and Amelia on 47 points.
We should be the team that moves forward in this competition.
We have to be.
Non-negotiable.
Chloe and Kelly, tonight the guest teams have given you a combined total score of 18 out of 50.
18? Are you serious? 18.
Whoa, that's less than Andrew and Amelia.
It's looking good for us at the moment.
And now to what we thought of your meal. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10. For entree, you served a trio of cheese. It was a very strange entree. 3 different cheeses on the plate, and I have to say that what you did with them wasn't remarkable. And that white bread is a definite no-no, especially when you're matching it with a beautiful buffalo mozzarella.
Your entree wasn't a disaster, but you need to work on your flavor combination a little bit better. The score I'm giving you for your entree tonight is a 5.
Chloe and Kelly, for your entree this evening, I give you a 3.
Slower than we thought. It's embarrassing, and we're so much better than that.
For main course, you served peasant paella with rabbit and snails. You've done a great job with it. It did look quite good, but not enough moisture. It was actually on the dry side, which is a pity. The score I'm giving you for your main course tonight is an 8.
I thought it was sensational. The flavour that you got into that paella was great. The score I'm giving you for your main course this evening is a well-deserved 9.
9, we've got a chance. It's a glimmer of hope. Small chance.
Chloe and Kelly, for dessert, you served milfoil with passion fruit custard and tequila lime curd.
This is it. We need 5 or more for the dessert to stay in the competition.
If only you had used those hours of preparation that you had to create a beautiful puff pastry. This is a cooking competition, and this is where we need to see all your talents and skills. Chloe and Kelly, the score I'm giving you for your dessert this evening is a 2.
I have a feeling that we're going home.
We need a 3 or more from Manu.
It is so close.
Can't get any closer. My chest is pulling tight. I can't believe how close it is.
Beautiful custard, beautiful curds, pas de millefeuille, the puff pastry itself. It is a shame because that could have been a beautiful dessert. The score I'm giving you for your dessert tonight is a 4.
Chloe and Kelly, that gives you a grand total score of 49. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You were safe, and you live to fight another day.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
So relieved.
We're in here now and we are not going anywhere. We're staying through to the end.
Got a second chance and we're going to use it.
Andrew and Amelia, unfortunately, you have the lowest score of the group and are therefore eliminated from the competition. How are you feeling, guys?
Pretty gutted. We really just wanted that one more chance to prove to people that we could cook. But I guess that's the competition.
We've loved having you in the competition. You have brought a great sense of humour.
Your craziness, your singing, your dancing. It's going to be a lot quieter around the table.
You will be sorely missed.
Thanks, guys.
So you big guy, don't get shaking hands.
This is not the end for us. We're definitely going to keep cooking. We're going to become awesome in the kitchen together.
Thank you.
And we're going to like have fantastic times.
Absolutely.
Andrew and Emilia, it's time for you to leave the competition. Au revoir and good luck. Thank you.
We feel so privileged to have been on this journey and been on this adventure. Can you believe it? We're wearing these!
We got the skills to bring it.
Yeah. We're back! We are back. We are taking away an unforgettable experience.
Whip it into shape!
Something I really learned is that I really love Andrew.
Bessie!
And he really loves me, and we're gonna like be together.
Forever.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, a new group of teams
You just need to breathe.
enter the competition. From Western Australia, designer and miner, Jess and Felix.
Felix is like the BFG, big friendly giant.
I'm backed up by this driven little monster.
South Australian mums, Bree and Jessica.
As a mum, you do put yourself last.
Oh, they're good? Yeah.
And this is definitely our chance to follow our dreams.
Best mates from Victoria, Harry and Christo.
Girls like guys that can cook.
It's delicious.
We should go on a date. What more do you need for a recipe of greatness?
Queensland couple, David and Corinne.
There's an age difference between us.
Who cares? Little trophy wife? Look what I got.
Besties from Tassie, Thalia and Bianca.
We definitely want to be the youngest team to ever win my kitchen room.
And from New South Wales, newlyweds, Yuel and Chanel.
Cooking just means love on a plate to us. Dolly, let's do this.
Come on.
This is going to blow them away.
What?
These round 2 teams
Why is this not working? Why?
give it everything they've got.
Come on.
I quit my job. I put the mortgage on hold.
And their efforts are rewarded.
This, to me, is the best dish in the competition.
I am having an out-of-body experience.
Every single plate looks perfect.
This is what dreams are made of.